Snow is coming down. Welcome back. Coming out to the heaviest band of snow we've had all day. This will be the last update for the day. We have finally gotten into the heavy band and would expect this to continue for a while. Welcome to the channel. Giving a live update on the storm in southwestern Ohio. Taking a look at the snowfall, which is coming down pretty hard right now. Going over here and do a quick measurement to see where we're at total wise so far for the storm. Last time out we were at about 2.5, 3 inches. That was about a little over an hour ago. See where we're at now. Use this tabletop here as a measure. So we are at a solid 3, maybe a little bit over. 3.5, probably right about there. And definitely coming down, the hardest has come down all day right now. As I mentioned before, this is expected to continue for a while. As you can see on the radar, we are in the heaviest band right now. It's been snowing moderately since about 11:30 this morning. This is the radar out of Wilmington, Ohio. Looking further west at what's to come up this way. We'll take a look downstream here. You can see the snow and ice continues back over southern Indiana and should move into the area here overnight. How much snow we get really depends on how much ice actually comes into the area. Took a look at the latest weather models coming out here. Let's take a quick peek at those. Here it's a little interesting. The 0Z rapid refresh model still has well over a foot of snow for us in this area piling up. However, the HRRR high resolution model has backed off on the latest run and has us at probably around 8 or 9 inches in this area. So that's interesting. Right now it's the outlier on the models that I've seen. Other runs are coming in of some of the other models, and the Weather Service is still calling, I think, for anywhere between 8 and 12 inches in the area, with 12 probably being the high end. The snow is definitely a lighter, fluffier snow with the cold temperatures. Last I checked, it was in around the 20-degree range here, which usually leads to higher snowfall rates. Thank you. Appreciate the shout out. I love poking a little fun at some of the opponents after the game. Buckeyes had a great Rose Bowl. Looking for that to continue. Had a fantastic time at the Tennessee game, playoff game. What a great atmosphere that was. Spectacular. Have you been to any of the games? Make sure you keep checking back. I'll be at the Cotton Bowl. Got stuff all booked for that. Hoping the weather holds up for that, because I saw that could be some snow in Dallas, surprisingly enough. And thank goodness that's indoors. It stinks. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get to some next year, or maybe you can get down to the championship. Let's cross our fingers we make it to that. The Tennessee game was by far the best atmosphere in the shoe this year, and probably the last couple of years. That game was awesome. It was really, there were a lot of Tennessee fans, probably more fans I've seen from an opposing fan base at that game, which, little disheartening to see in the shoe, but at the same time, it made the environment that much better. Fans were really into the game, and the Buckeyes really shut them down early and really stomped them. It was nice to see, especially with our love for the SEC. We had the SEC chant going a few times, as you probably saw in some of the videos that I posted for that game. Buckeyes have really come alive, and I think they're going to keep that going. I'm hopeful. Oh, it was a great time. I was really trying to, in that long video, try to provide a, what it's like to be at the game, all the stuff that you don't see on TV, which makes going to the games a great experience. So hopefully you like that. Hopefully you checked out the Tennessee one as well, because that one turned out really well. The drone show at that was spectacular. So, as you can see, get back to the weather here for a minute. This is really the heaviest snow we've had here so far. We're expecting upwards of a foot of snow here in southwest Ohio. The winds are also supposed to pick up, and look at that, right on cue, they pick up. We could potentially get blizzard conditions at points in time overnight. I did see on some of the computer models we could get gusts in the 30 to 40 mile an hour range at times, which would qualify as blizzard conditions if they last for over 3 hours in the heavy snow. Right now we're in the heaviest snow band that we've had, which I would expect to continue for a few hours, and we'll see how that continues. We'll take another look at the radar here real quick for the area. My iPad cooperates here. Awesome. As you can see, we are in southwest Ohio right here, just north of Cincinnati. And we are in one of the heaviest bands with even heavier stuff down to the south. Usually the heaviest snow falls right north of where the ice line comes in and the mix line. It seems to happen a lot down here in southwest Ohio. We get a lot of mixing in these big storm events because of the surge of warm air that comes up and creates the snow. Pulls up the jet stream from the south and brings up all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, overruns it into the cold air, and poof, we got snow. All right, well, thanks for stopping back for the evening update. I'm going to be up first thing in the morning. Actually have to work tomorrow, so back to the real world after having some time off, but I'll try to get an update out there on where we ended up with the snow. Also, don't forget, I've got the time lapse going of the snow coming down, so I'm interested to see how that turns out. That's been running since first thing this morning, so it's going to capture the entire snow event and hope to show a time lapse of that snow accumulating. That's always an interesting perspective when you see the snow piling up over a time-lapse video. So at the end of the event, look for that online. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when it gets posted. And if you follow me for other content, make sure you turn on those notifications. I got a lot of content coming this week. Be going down to the Cotton Bowl, and we'll be posting video updates from that. So have a great time. Thanks for checking out the channel and being a subscriber. Have a great night.